Welcome back. We're here again. It's Bob and
Christine.
Really fucked my flow with that one, but alright.
Did I?
Yeah.
Was it late?
Nah, you weren't hitting the beat I wanted. It's whatever.
Okay.
We all got our own flows to go. No biggie.
Yep. Sorry we're late.
What's up? We're back. We keep missing a week because Christine has too much work to do and drawing for people. Blah.
Yeah, I need to make that mad cash. My phone's gonna go off in like a second.
Aw, sweet.
Oops.
You guys ready? There it goes.
Gotta turn that on silent.
I don't have
It's
to turn
on
mine on
vibrate.
silent because nobody's fucking calling me at 1 in the morning.
Yeah. No, it was Maya. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just name drop people. Oops.
Yeah, that was Maya, everybody. Say
That
hi,
was
Maya.
Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Oh, Maya. What is your topic?
My topic is the Tsunahale.
Cryptid?
Tsunahale. I don't know. Nah, guess. It's a creature from Native American mythology.
How cool.
Legend and folklore. Legend and folklore.
Mm-hmm.
It first arose in the southwestern U.S. among the Navajo tribes.
Oh, Navajo.
There's two of them. They're, Anaye, I think that's how you say it, or alien gods, who plague the land. I think they mean alien is in
Like
not
foreign.
from around these parts. Yeah, I think they popped in. They were born after men and women were separated. The women resorted to unnatural practices. In case of the Tsunahale, the father was a pile of feathers. So a lady had sex with feathers.
Oh,
Yeah, weird, huh?
yeah.
Shit happens.
Shit
out
happens.
in town, you know. When it was born, the misshapen creature with feathers on its backs and shoulders, it was yucky and gross, so the mom went, ugh, in horror and dumped it, said nope. But that tough little dude, that Tsunahale, said, nope, I'm gonna live. It became a big old bird monster. Like a huge eagle or a harpy.
Happy.
Happy! By the time Nyanazagani, the slayer of alien gods, set out to rid the land of the Tsunahale, there were two, a dude and a girl. The male, he only preyed on dudes, and the woman, who did she prey on, Christine?
Women.
Ladies, you got it. But Nyanazagani, he found their nest. It was on old Sebitai, the Winged Rock, or Ship Rock as it's also known. As he strode on over, the male, he was like, yo, what's good? And he dive bombed. His big old wingies made big swoop noises. 4 different directions they flip-flopped around. He seized him by the talons on the 4th try, and the bird flew off with him and dropped him into the nest. Nyanazagani was like, whatever though, he doesn't care. He had his life feather, he was protected, unharmed. Thank God for the life feather. And he cut open a bag of Teal'c's blood and let it spill, convincing the Tsunahale that he was actually dead, so tricked him. Remember everybody, carry around a packet of either ketchup or fool's blood to fake a cryptid that catches you, such as a Bigfoot. Right, Christine?
I guess.
What do you mean you guess?
Just Bigfoot, not. Do you just like
Keep going.
theatrics like blood?
Yeah. Oh, you got me, blood.
Oh,
Bigfoot
you
goes,
got me. Oh, what a world.
Yeah. But, so the Tsunahale, he's like, got him. He flew away. But he was not got at all. And, the 2 Tsunahale chick babies, they came over. And Nyanazagani, he said, shut up, I'm not dead. And they said, oh shit, he's not dead. And to us, they said, this bastard, they yelled. But the parent was like, shut up, you stupid babies, that's just air leaving the body, just eat the fucking corpse, whatever, and he left. The dad did not believe the babies. But Nizingani miraculously came back to life as soon as the Tsunahale left, and by miraculously it means he wasn't hurt at all, he didn't care. And he confronted those stupid little babies. They were blue as a heron, with big eyes and sharp eagle beaks. And he goes, "Hey, when's your dad gonna come back?" And they said, "When we have a thunderstorm, he'll be over on that rock." And he goes, "Your mom?" And they go, "When we have a rainstorm, she's on that crag." And soon a storm came. Thunder, lightning. The male showed up. He perched over the rock. Nyanzingani killed him with a single lightning arrow he had. Then the mom showed over when the rain started to pour. She had a dead lady.
Yeah.
But guess what? Nyanzingani shot her too.
Aww.
Ha! The babies go, "What about us, though? Are you gonna kill us? It's not cool. We're babies." And he said, "Nah, it's cool. You're not grown up yet. I ain't gonna murk you. But you would grow up to be killers, so I'm gonna make something useful out of you idiots." He picked up the oldest chick and said, You will provide feathers for rights and bones for whistles." He swung it around 4 times, yeeted it into the distance, and it became a majestic eagle. Fluttered away. He said, "Yep, that's what that is." Shush, I'm telling my story. He picked up the younger chick saying, "You will have a voice that will tell the future. Sometimes you're gonna lie. Sometimes you're not gonna lie. That's life." Yeeted that one off. An owl.
Just flinging birds everywhere. You know, I know.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
As for some feather trophies, Nyanzingani took some big old feathers from each of these parents he killed. He took some of the leftover feathers and metamorphosized them into sparrows, warblers, chickadees, wrens, and all other shitty little birds.
Oh.
They call him Bird Magic Man.
Bird Magic
Yeet.
Man. Yeet. Just yeeting birds everywhere.
I really like the, it's a really good description, because they go pick him up, spin him 4 times, then throw him off.
And then
So it really goes,
swing them off.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so distance.
So funny. Holy shit.
I love the folk tales and, not folk tales, but folklore is what I meant. They're really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Got a hero that's just like, I'm gonna do something crazy. It's like, it feels like you're playing D&D, but everybody believes it. But that was my topic for this week. What about your topic this week? I think it's about a ghost.
Well, it's not about one ghost, but it's about a very haunted area, a building.
God, why are you about to cry?
I'm talking about the Allegheny. I don't know how to pronounce it. Allegheny Lunatic
Alejandro.
Asylum.
Try again? Sorry. Alejandro too loud.
Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
I'm always caught off guard when you say that lunatic is part of the name.
I know, right? I was like, I don't want to call it that. That sounds terrible.
The lunatic asylum, huh?
Yeah.
As opposed to like an asylum.
Yeah,
I guess,
like
back
a
in the day,
regular
they were like, this is a really nuts asylum.
I don't know. I'm just gonna take a drink.
Damn, people were crazy back in the day. Not in the bad. I meant, you know what I mean. Whatever.
They were
Bad times. I meant naming it that was nuts, but you know what I mean.
It was a bad name.
It's like if you named a hospital the
Sick People's Hospital.
Yeah, big old injury sick people's town hospital, and you're like, why?
Hospital for the unwell.
Yeah, hospital for the very sick. Yeah.
So, this asylum was opened in 1863 in West Virginia, originally called the West Virginia Hospital for the Insane, which I think is...
Classic.
It's a better name.
A little better than Lunatic, I think.
Just a little
Still not
bit.
great. Getting there.
It was actually kind of an amazing building because it was... they actually called like a masoner from Germany to make this building, which is super cool. And
The best rocks in all of Germany.
it was made to be self-sufficient.
Oh, it had
It had its own
water
it had,
catchers?
Had everything. It had its own farm.
Well, yeah, that's good.
I don't know. That
That's
just
cool.
blows my mind. That's super cool.
I mean, you should, though. They need to do something fun. Farming's fun. Unless they make you farm like too much, but if you farm a little, it's pretty.
I
fun.
don't think I don't think the patients do anything, but
the workers do.
Yeah,
I think they made the patients do it.
Yeah, all the workers.
I don't believe it. I believe it was the patients.
No, it was the workers because these people were unwell. Anyways.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
No, that doesn't matter. It's not like it's a prison. Well, not yet. Not yet.
Back in the day.
No.
Oh, it changes. My bad. I was just thinking about the future. Okay.
So it was able to house 250 patients, each with their own room, which is super cool, with a separate wing for black people. Completed in a few years after, segregation, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
In 1881, not 1981. In 1881, disaster struck.
No.
Due to an increase in mental health diagnosis and stigma surrounding the disease, there was a huge influx of people being diagnosed with mental health issues. So being put into asylums.
Yeah, just everybody.
Yeah. After that,
like today with Ritalin, everybody.
Everyone has ADHD.
You once knocked a desk over because you bumped it. Here you go. It's like, what? I didn't. I'm not even in the doctor's office. This is the playground. Take it.
Yeah. After that, the asylum was housing 500 plus patients when it was made for 250 patients.
It's like a graduating class of school students.
The hospital could not sustain the number of patients, and so the conditions declined very fast. So they started cramming patients into rooms, sometimes up to 4 to 5 patients into a room meant for one person.
Oh boy.
The farm on site, intended to feed up to 300 people, was unable to feed all the new patients. And I have old-timey notes, guys, so you're going to hear some paper.
Ooh, old-timey notes.
In 1938, the asylum was 6 times over capacity.
Oh, sick. That's only 6 times over capacity.
There were so many patients that the orderlies were unable to keep the patients under control. At its peak in the 1950s, the hospital was holding 2,600 patients, more than 10 times the original.
That's too many people.
Yeah, so many people. The Charleston Gazette sent a crew to investigate, and what they found was horrifying.
Ooh.
Patients were sleeping on the ground, in unheated rooms, so they were freezing. The staff were exhausted and
tired.
few. So,
small.
They started, not caring about their job, so things got horrible and filthy sanitary, like anything. There's no sanitation, basically.
I can vouch. I used to do that at my dishwasher job when they just would not hire new people, and I just had to work more and more. I'm like, you know what?
No, like if you are exhausted,
I don't care anymore.
Yeah, like if you're exhausted, you just don't give a shit. It's like
I give so little fuckaroos.
This is why grocery stores suck.
Some grocery
stores. Sorry, the big ones here are terrible.
Yeah, my grocery store is pretty well workered for some reason.
Oh, really? Mine's like super understaffed. They're like pulling people everywhere. It's ridiculous. Wallpaper was peeling off the walls, and whatever wasn't just peeling off the wall from decay was being peeled off by inmates because they were just punching and breaking the walls.
I'm taking the wall down.
The orderlies had patients locked up in cages in
God darn it.
like open spaces if they found that those patients were uncontrollable. The graveyard expanded to, get this, 666 acres.
No, that's the mark of the beast.
Yeah, to make room for the rapidly dying patients.
Why wouldn't they make it 667 or 5? What were they thinking? Oh, man, that's like if they made it 69 acres. You don't do that.
So I believe obviously it closed down. It is not. It's not good anymore. It was this yeah, a lot of the patients were either just drunk people or drug addicts, rapists, and all that fun stuff.
Drug people.
Drug people.
Stand the new term. You know, they were drug people.
Drunk people is what I said.
Oh, I thought you said drug people.
No, sorry.
Like,
I'm getting
people.
sick. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. Drunks, drugs, sexual assault, all here at the insane asylum called lunatics.com, I guess.
Yeah.
666 acres of cemetery for your corpse. Sleep on the ground, get it put in the ground here at the asylum.
Are you ready for some
I'm
ghosts?
ready. I'm Reggie Gigas for these ghosts.
Reggie Gigas for these ghosts. So,
Gigas.
did you know that there was a children's ward? Because children were also placed into this hospital. Yay!
My little son Franklin has not learned to count by twos nor tie his shoes. I think he needs to go to the asylum.
By the way, I think the number of people who died at the asylum was over 2,000 people.
It's not bad.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of people.
So the children's ward was on the second floor. Though I will admit that there's some... I was reading from a couple of sources and they seem to be conflicting. So I was watching one thing and it said that their children's ward was on the second floor. But on this other website, it says that the ghost that I'm talking about was actually seen on the fourth floor. So I don't know who's right.
The ghost gets around.
But the ghost that I'm talking about is a ghost named Lily.
Oh, it's Lily.
It is suspected that Lily was born in the hospital from a patient. And she is seen to be about like 9 years old, and she's died apparently in this hospital. She's known to like grab at skirts and pant legs and hands, and has been reported playing with balls. Like if somebody had a ball in the area, she would like bounce it and stuff like that. Somebody said that they left a box of crackers for her, and then they saw the box of crackers like move around in the sink, and then they could hear it being eaten. They've heard...
I didn't know ghosts could vor.
No more from you.
That's my new term for eating.
I mean,
I'm here all week.
Technically it is, but okay.
Yeah, I know, so fuck you.
So...
Do the punk!
It is said that there has been reports of people using like EVPs and like things to record voices, and they've heard children voices. They've heard many voices of children in this hospital, which is scary. What else I have written down? I went off topic here. You mainly see her at the main gate and the main door and the Civil War section. I don't know where that is. They just kept saying the Civil War section, so it's somewhere in that building. In the Ward 2 on the second floor, a couple of violent events occurred. In one room, a man was stabbed 17 times by another patient. In another room, 2 patients committed suicide by hanging themselves from the curtain rods, which is horrible. And apparently their like shadows have been seen in the windows. Woo! Spooky. On the third floor, 2 patients tried hanging another patient, but when he didn't die from the hanging, they pulled him in and bludgeoned him to death.
No.
And that patient has been seen to kind of go in through the doors and be a ghost, basically. Just a regular old, I'm here, what's up, ghost. There on the third floor as well, there are 2 named ghosts. One is named Big Jim.
Oh, it's Big Jim!
And the other one is a nurse by the name of Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
I don't know what they do.
Elizabeth and Big Jim?
But basically a lot of things have been heard, like just sounds and like moaning, breathing, laughing, screaming, all that stuff. It's super haunted.
If I was a braver person, I would start moaning, but I won't. That apparently that killed Christine's momentum. It like made her entire brain freeze.
Yeah, because I was like, do you mean just like sexual moaning?
That's up for you to decide, our viewer. It's a mystery, like all things in Occult Class.
What else? Yeah, there's actually obviously there's haunted tours now. It was auctioned off in 2007 and it's bought and now it's open. They have tours. They keep it relatively up to snuff so it doesn't get demolished, kind of thing. But yeah, you can go and do tours at this place. I don't see myself ever going to West Virginia anytime soon, but it would be a place that if I was in the area, I would like to go.
Don't worry, when I win the lottery, we can go to good ghost places.
Yay!
And do live episodes where I go, this is a ghost place. Christine's gonna contact Zozo and get haunted. I'll be outside.
I already tried to contact Zozo. It didn't work.
Yeah, I know. It's not gonna work every single time, Christine. It's not a cell phone. It's a fucking magic board.
Oh my God.
Can't believe I didn't contact Zozo the first try. Oh my god. I was guaranteed 100% Zozo. Bunny.
But yeah. I just like slap my leg a couple of times because that's what I do. It's so hot. I'm gonna turn my fan. I'm done. No more information about this place. I was gonna talk about another place, but then it was already talked about by something I already watched, and I didn't remember it. And just my bad. Next time, maybe.
Yeah. Next time. Maybe. Well, that's episode 32, I think. Yeah. But maybe not. Who knows? I'm Bob. That's Christine. Are you Christine? I'm Bob.
Okay.
Who are you?
Christine. Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Bob.
You're Bob.
And that's Occult Class. If you liked it, I don't know, I guess you're supposed to hit a button or something. If you didn't, if you hated this, you're supposed to subscribe. That's first. If you really thought it was garbage, make sure to hit that weird little bell. That's apparently an even better subscribe. And if you had a really good time, leave a comment and tell us we should, instead of looking up ancient stories about yeeting birds and ghosts in asylums. That's
probably my favorite, along with, like, it's totally the same thing as, like, the mosquitoes, right? How the mosquitoes were made?
Yeah, there's a little...
So good. Yeah. I love it. It's great.
They're funny. They're great. But if you have any cool ideas, or if you just have a funny little comment, like maybe you want to say, hey, Christine, I heard you can't eat a clam. I don't know where you heard that, but if you want to write it, I'll respond to it.
I've never had a clam.
Then, yeah. That's why you can't eat it. You don't know how.
I don't know how.
And with that, Revelaton, I thank you. And keep on spooking.
Keep on spooking.